Intro is a little bit different. I know I've been busting out the Dr. Stone videos back to back to back. And usually they are bunched together with 10 or so chapters, 5 or so chapters. But I am working on other content. Again, we have the Sonic 3 trailer that we want to talk about, the official trailer that came out. I've got BioShock, the game review I was supposed to do a long time ago. I've just been busy with work. Got Rise of the Ronin, which still haven't finished and barely played an hour into. Love the game. Looks beautiful. Just been busy. So I'm hoping to get other videos out to you guys very, very soon. Maybe some movie reviews with my boyfriend. Bring them onto the channel. But just want you to know that we're not just a Dr. Stone channel. All the video topics I've talked about before, we will be bringing them back. Right now, we're just flooded with Dr. Stone and just enjoy it. Dr. Stone's amazing. Hey guys, welcome back to Everything Anime Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Shinry. Here at the Everything Anime Podcast, talk about everything from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, whatever relevant topic I'm talking about. Today's video is on Dr. Stone, chapter 119, I believe. And so, yes, where we last left off, Kaseki has been brought back to our team thanks to Taiju's help. We love Taiju. He's a powerhouse. We're going to love Taiju even more in this chapter. Again, I know I do plan on working on other videos right now. It's just kind of Dr. Stone back to back to back because I'm not at home, so I can't really game. My work schedule kind of consumes my time. And plus, like I said, I'm very far ahead in Dr. Stone. So we'll probably just keep doing as we do and drop the other videos when we can. But for now, without further ado, let's get into the video. So as we prepare to revive Kaseki, Sukiya notices that a piece of his back is missing. And so the group is debating back and forth whether they should revive Kaseki without the piece on his back or not. And ultimately, they come to the conclusion that, maybe a cool battle scar. Now, if this is going to be relevant later at all, I don't know. But yeah, it's just something that they mentioned. Maybe Taiju brought it back as well. Because before I forget, Taiju, while they were putting Kaseki back together, has been diving underwater without an oxygen tank back and forth to save all of their friends. He's recovered everybody. Now, if you're wondering how Taiju is doing this, it's because Taiju is superhuman. Taiju is our powerhouse. He will not fight anybody. Well, he won't hit anybody, but he will defend people. That's Taiju's whole thing. He will not throw a punch, but he will defend anybody. We love Taiju here. Taiju is like the heart of our team, the heart of the Kingdom of Science. We love Taiju so much. And I love that he's the one that brought back all of our crew and friends back together. And it's thanks to Taiju's dedication, as well as everybody else. Kaseki has been brought back. He's revived, and we love that. Now, despite everyone being scared of being petrified, Kaseki was cool. He was like, oh, I was happy to be petrified because I knew that you guys would save me. He was big chilling while he was frozen. Our Kingdom of Science trusts each other so much. They believe in each other so much. They don't ever worry. We can speak about communicate. We can communicate without words. We can understand each other, what each other needs about even speaking. I cannot gush enough about Dr. Stone and the characters and the way that we've come together in this 118 chapters. I really believe that their friendship. I really believe everything in Dr. Stone that's happened so far. Love that. And before we can start our drone, because that's the whole reason we revived Kaseki, he's upset that our mobile lab is destroyed. I don't know if I mentioned this, but in order to create the oxygen tanks that Ryusei and Sozio used to save everybody originally, or to find everybody originally, they had to dismantle the mobile lab. But Senku wasn't worried about it because he knew Kaseki would just make it all over again from scratch. But Kaseki, he always is sad whenever they have to dismantle his creations to make something new. But then he gets excited all over again when he makes something new anyway. So, just really funny. Also, since we've acquired a motor for our drone, the next thing we need is propellers. And for that, it requires a fidget spinner. I thought that was interesting. One, I don't think fidget spinners are insane technology, but it's just the fact that even Gen's really a fidget spinner, because I remember back in high school, my friends, they used to have those fidget spinners all the time and just endless entertainment. And I remember, well, I know now it's just because our fingers love doing something, our mind loves doing other things, or we're doing another task, and a fidget spinner is just one way to keep your mind preoccupied. But I thought it was interesting that fidget spinners were going to be used to create our propellers. This is Dr. Stone, although, so we can make something out of anything these days. As Kaseki gets to work, Taiju brings the last of our friends to the surface. But they note that there's a mysterious person that they never seen before among the group. Someone the group doesn't recognize at all. And Taiju's like, oh, I just saw him down there, so I brought him up. So far, this mysterious character has not even been referenced again. So I'm assuming he's going to be referenced again before this arc is over, before we leave Treasure Island. Because Dr. Stone, even when it plants seeds, it pays them off later. Pretty cleverly. So I'm curious who this person would be. They could be a friend, they could be a foe. We don't know yet. And before we get an answer, we flash over to Kohaku, who's about to engage in battle with Maz. That doesn't take place in this chapter. It does take place in the following chapter, where something huge is coming, okay? Something very, very huge is coming, and I can't wait to talk about that as well. But as this chapter comes to an end, the drone takes off into the air. And that's where I ended the chapter for these notes. Now, I know why I split these off, because these next chapters, we're going to see what the petrification weapon looks like. And again, I know spoilers if you're not caught up in Dr. Stone or if you're following along with me. But yes, we are going to see what the petrification weapon looks like, and something insane happens in that following chapter, or following chapters. I might have said 2 chapters ahead what happens. Either way, guys, it's very exciting from here. We are already in the war, and the war is about to ramp up from here. From the next 16 chapters or so, the war ramps up. So get ready for a third ride. Again, I know these Dr. Stone videos are kind of short because usually I bunch them together with the other chapters and other segments. But as I said, like when I normally review a chapter, I do based off what the biggest impact was. And for me, the biggest impact was our drone actually taking flight. That blew my mind when I was reading the chapters. But I won't drag this out because, again, there's no speculation to be made just yet. So I'll end the video here. Talk to you guys in the next video. See you later. Bye. Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home seeking vengeance, but instead faces the choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99. And if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far. And then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament. And the series original ending, Arado, the Legendary Conjuring Master. So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these. But I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red Will Rain Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.